Okay, continuing along, volume number 19. I have no idea what's coming. We'll just have to wing it. Alright, my mom and dad. This is a restaurant. Fishing, but I have no idea where. This was fishing in front of the Budapest Parliament, and I swear to God it looks like a painting, but it's not. It's unbelievably beautiful. Me and my mom and I, whatever you want to say. Of course, we had some winters where there was so much snow we didn't know where to put it all. Oh, I remember this. Boy, that was a lot of fun when Santa Claus came visiting. That was Gallagher's father. I knew that who it was. And my cousin, one of my cousins was afraid. Now, these are interesting. These are this is in Paris. Now they have new bathrooms, but these are the old bathrooms. So if someone had to go to the washroom, but I think it was only made for men, not for women. The guys could go in there and do their thing, relieve themselves, but only take a piss, not the other way around. Not a number two. I don't know what people did for number two in those days, but I guess lots of people were drinking or something. Maybe that's why they had that there. I don't know. My dad's drafting table, cylinders and hydraulic valves he designed. Another Christmas. No, that's a Pat tapestry. It's a family Pat tapestry. I don't know if that was a reproduction or an original, but I have it. One day I'll have to have it appraised. I love these carpets, I really do. I don't know, because my mother gave them to me, or I don't know why. My mom. Oh, that's me back there. I don't know what we were doing at Niagara Falls. Every Hungarian that came to visit us, we took them to Niagara Falls, and it got tiring after a while. Oh, my friend's cottage was on this lake. Oh, I tried to cut the grass with that thing. It was pretty dangerous. My mom. I'm getting older here. Snorkies! Oh, my little hedgehog buddy, he was the best friend I ever had. I was 9 years old, and I was sitting in the back of the car when we were traveling from one country to the other. I loved playing with this animal. He was just an amazing little animal. Eventually we had to leave him in the forest when we went back to Canada. It was pretty upsetting for me, because when I left him in the forest and I tried to run away, he was running after me, but my dad made me leave it in the forest. What a prick. Anyway, doesn't matter. Artists. This was, I think, my grandmother before the Germans killed her. Well, that's what that was. Anyway, this they were hiding Jews during the Second World War. This picture was taken just before they came for her. Anyway, these are carts that I designed for my father's. He was the general manager, the chief engineer at Vulcan Equipment, and we had to carry lots of. We were mass producing the tow truck that I came up with the idea for, the cradle snatcher, and we needed carts to carry equipment from one place to the other. Now, my dad designed the wheels and the holders, but I came up with these two so that they wouldn't tip over, and we had another set eventually welded to the front so that we could slide things in here to carry more stuff, and it was very easy to pull these things. These were solid plastic. They weren't there was no air in them. My mom's sister, this is my mom's sister, that was their mother. And they were the first family that my father's family hid from the Germans. Yeah, they were Jewish. My mother was Jewish. And she went to New York to become a famous designer working for Givenchy. Mr. Givenchy was an interesting man, he really was, and my aunt got me gigs working for him in New York, because in those days I was a fashion photographer, and I got all kinds of gigs from her. And it was great because I got to stay in her house for free, and I went there and I was shooting models all day long. I was making some good cash in those days. Yeah, I miss those days a lot. Yeah, now nobody's around anymore. Yeah. My dad really liked visiting the dancing girls in the bars. I don't know. I went to Europe again. This was another time. Lots of interesting stories about what happened in Europe. My dad had a Willys Jeep. I don't know what this stuff was. Okay, it's some other kind of boat, but I think it was when they went to Brazil. Yes, this is Brazil. This is the cradle snatcher. This is what changed the world. This tow truck changed the way cars were towed forever. Now, this is towing a conventional car in those days with a metal bumper. It could still tow those, but the reason why it was GM came to us originally to find out if we could make a tow truck that wouldn't damage the plastic bumper, and so I came up with the idea of lifting it from the tires, and then most conventional slings would lift from the back end of the car. Now, because in the old days they were made from metal, they wouldn't get damaged, but the rubber sling would mar the plastic new bumpers of new cars, and that's how we came up with this. And my dad, we built this thing exactly the way my drawing was. The only thing we changed is in the next film.